All right, so we have two things on the agenda today. What's up? Good to see you as always. So we're gonna be making a track without samples. And what that means is I'm gonna be making the samples from scratch here using the Nord and a couple other things. I'm not gonna be sampling somebody else playing. Taking a lot of inspiration from John Makes Beats. I'm not sure if you've seen that YouTube channel by John Wayne, the amazing producer. Go check him out, tell him I said what's up, got a link to his stuff down below. So that's agenda number one, right? Or task number one. Task number two is gonna be using the mini modular system to kind of add this weird higher pitch texture, hopefully, maybe bass, but I'm gonna try and do higher end with this to match the piano playing to kind of tie those two worlds together, because one track I always end up playing is called Moon Circuitry by Uggglllyy and Mark de Clive-Lowe. I've got a link to it down below. Go check it out, it's super dope. So it just has this beautiful texture that I kind of want to nail here today. So as always, I'm going to be rocking the Nord. And this is a little quiet, let's turn this bad boy on. Okay, so first and foremost is going to be on the Octatrack, of course. I got these two tracks listening to their respective record buffer. I got the recording buffers kind of set up in just a simple 1-2 trig mode, meaning I'll just hit record, kind of go to town, do some stuff, and then hit record again to stop it. And I just want to grab some samples. So if I press play, we'll take all this out for now. And you know what? Yeah, I'll just leave this in for now. I'm gonna hop over onto the Nord. Let's see. Okay, cool. So the Nord is coming in on C and D. Let's go ahead and grab something in there. Kind of in that range, right? That's cool. I like this a lot. Okay, sweet. I want to go ahead and let that, grab that, in case you're wondering how was I able to pull that off. Piano lessons. I was playing G minor, A minor, wait, hold on, I'm not sure. G, A, D, those chords. G minor, A minor, D minor, I think. Pretty sure that was it. Pretty sure that was it. But now let's go into our audio editor and play this back real quick. Awesome. Zoom in there a little bit. I'm going to tighten up that start point. And honestly, you know what? Let's get kind of strange with it. I want to crop to selection so I can cut out the little beginning errors part. I'm gonna go to our slices and I'm just gonna say, create a slice grid of 16 slices, and sure, we'll align it to 0 markers. Now, I'm gonna turn our slicing on. We'll say slicing on and go into slice mode. Yo, this is so tight. Oh man, that is cool. So this is what, slice 9? If I say here, we'll say play slice 9, and then here we'll play slice 8. Did that work right? Yo, that is sick. So then what about here? What about 12? That's tight. Now let's move this up to maybe pitch 2. Okay, that's fine. I'll grab this one, put it here, just to hide that. And then maybe we'll move this to slice 7. Let's see what that does. And I'll push it way off. Maybe what about here? I mean, come on. Okay, hold up. I'm getting a little too, it's supposed to be harder than this. This is not supposed to be this easy. Okay, we're on track 2 now, which is record buffer 2, and it's also listening to the Nord. And I just wanted to add some more kind of gentle playing, I guess, on top of this, whatever ended up coming of the previous sample, right? Which is this. And of course, I know that we play G, A and D, which is here, right? And then maybe I can find a new. Oh, I hear it. I hear it already. Let's try moving the start point. I kind of like that. Da, da, da. What about here? Yes, this is sick. You know what? Actually, now that I'm hearing it, I like it back to where it was. We'll put it back on the one. You know what? So what I've done right now is I've kind of bandpassed it to get a little bit of a kind of like a EQ on it, right? Take some of the lows out, some of the highs out. I like the way it sounds, and what I want to do now is resample that onto another track just so I can add a phaser to it, because I think it with a phaser as a new loop would be dope. So here, we'll go onto track 5, and I'm going to say listen to source 3. It's just going to be track 2. And its record length, I'm just going to have it be 16 steps because I just want it to be a single bar. And on our quantized record, we'll set that to pattern length. And that's pretty much it. So now you can see on track 5, our internal track is coming through. So I can just press this. Now it's grabbing it. Boom, and that's it. So I can mute track 2. And on track 5, I can say listen to the record buffer. And oh boy, what have I done? So track 2, here, track 5. Here it is. Flex track, record buffer 5, put a trigger at the beginning. Awesome. Now I have the reverb baked in and that EQ, and I can now put on that little phaser. And then for our delay, we can do something a little bit more rhythmic, maybe 8. And the track overall is just too loud, so I'm going to bring it back even further. All right, let's bring it a little lower and less bounce on that delay. Maybe we can just spring it out or wash it out a little bit with the dark reverb. Okay, track 1. Sweet, we're here with track 1. Now, if I say, instead of these slices here, we'll do 32 steps, and this is going to be the second bar here, we can now change up what slices happen and when. So let's try. So that is slice 11. Let's see what happens if we put slice 12 here. Then we need another one here. Maybe 13. How about 14? Put this a little early, give that cool. Okay, so this is dope. I like this, but it's happening too often. I want it to happen once every 4 bars. So I copied it, right? Page copy, go over to page 4, and it's actually already there. So we can just go to page 1, copy that, go on to page 2, which is that new version, paste over with the regular one. So it does this for a while. Yes. Okay, now we're here, back on this record buffer of 1, and I'm gonna clear the slot. So we're gonna edit this recording, clear slot. Now, go back to our record buffer, record length. We're we'll just do 64 bars or 64 steps, not bars, just 4 bars here. Quantize record, pattern length is fine. Again, this is going to be listening to this. And now we'll find another little sound that we like. Man, why am I never pressing record when the tightest things happen? Okay, hold on. It's waiting for the pattern length. Yo, it's already grabbing that weird little loop in there. And that's trying to hang on because it's just being reset every single first. I can let that just ride out. Okay, now time for the real fun. We'll take this stuff out. We'll lower this little ride here. We'll lower the filter on this. Lower the track on track 5. Time for some modular. Throw a simple pattern in. Ew. Oh, right. So these notes are all funky. We'll just say play G, D, and A. That'll work. So then this is kind of tight. Yeah, this is cool. So what am I moving here? This is going to be wave shape Y, I believe it is. So let's go ahead and move Y with a really slow. And I'm going to say on 1, go slow. Make it even slower, and then just go up and down. Now I want to add effects to this. So this is just coming in as a direct on A and B right here. We'll turn that down. And I'll just say track 8. We'll turn this into a 3-track. I normally have track 8 set up as the master track in the personalized menu, but I've been messing around with just using it as an 8th track because I kind of get a little wild sometimes. As you can tell, it's a Saturday night. Let's see, we'll go ahead and throw a trigger in just to open it up. Now that that's coming in, I can shape it a little more. Again, kind of EQ style. And then we also have dark reverb. Or we can have a little more fun and do something like the delay. Awesome, so none of these are doing anything. I'll say on track 1, we'll wiggle this here, but then open it up so we can go to B. And then on this track here, which we still have this playing, we'll lower it. Okay, I think I might mess this up. But let's go to 1 and we'll save this. Now let's try and find a new pattern. It's funny, I think that that's literally just hitting the same note because I zeroed it out. But it's actually really tight. And then what I can do instead is just pause it here and make it go up 1 octave just for that. And that's being moved right here by B. So if we go to B, now it's not moving at all because by the time it gets reset, but I can say on C, which is resetting it pretty often. All right, now that that's doing that, actually, now that I think about it, I think I should take this out because this patch makes no sense. That was just for fun. But if I put this over into our FM, ooh, that's pretty too. This out. We're just gonna kind of go with it. Ooh, that was ugly. See, this is where I need to take some questions to my piano teacher, Zach. Dopest studio ever made. Because I need to figure out, I chop this up. I know what chords I'm playing, right? I'm just playing a G to A to D. But I'm doing it in a little bit of a fancier style where I'm playing the main chord down in the bass, right? But once I chop that up and do all that stuff, I'm starting to now trying to freestyle on top of this, which is all this, right? If I open this up, where's that? And I don't know. Well, I guess I do know. What the hell was that about? Okay, that's gonna be wild. Okay, so I just recorded this, which is fine. I'm fine with that. So let's see if we can find something cool with that, right? We'll go to AED, which is our audio editor, and I'll say slices. We'll create a slice grid of 16, align it to zeros, sure. And I'll just put these in here, copy this page. And then I want to create a random locks. And we're gonna do that again. One more time. And then to soften it up, we'll go into our amp, a little bit of attack. Oh, that was sick. Whatever these two are doing, I want to hear. Oh, it's this one here, bam. Oh! Bring in the modular. Ah. Keep it low key. There's so much going on, almost too many things. But this is a lesson to be learned, or you know what, it's a creative thought or an idea that you can try out, which is something I love doing. I've done this in like the Ableton Live One Thing video when they had me on that a couple of years ago, like 3 years ago or something like that. It's one reason why I love the Octatrack. It's one reason why I love the blooper pedal or the habit. It's that you get these almost perfect slices of a start and end point, and then everything in between that is kind of chaos, and it's just live playing. But it's dictated by the start and the end point, which is quantized. So in the beginning and the end, between all that chaos, is this beautiful rhythm that you can find of a bunch of different things happening. There's so much chaos in here. Right? Throw a kick on there though. You're like, whoa, where art thou? And then I'll even say, all right, on scene A, we'll speed up the attack and make this super plucky. And this is the weird chopped up piano on top of that I just did. Watch. Watch, if I mute this and mute this. And now that's only happening every quarter, right? We can throw in some other ones in there to kind of keep it interesting. This weirdness. Oh, this excites me. And soften it up again. Oh. Maybe a little more attack. Oh, let's try a new scene. More attack. Longer attack. Start shifting it, pushing it. Bring this back in, whatever this was. See, this doesn't work anymore. It was tight while it lasted, but it's got to go now. How about this part? That's okay. What about this? That kind of works. All right. Nah, I like this better. Oh, I sound like Beethoven up in here. Anyway, yo, I appreciate you, my friend. Thanks so much for sticking it through. If you made it to the deep end, let me know down below. Hope to see you again next week. And until then, you already know the drill. Share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace. Oh, and it ain't nothing till I've added these strings. You already know where it's at. Watch this. It's gonna make it crazy. There it is. Too good.